Sip Raji. Sip Paratyama. Hope you are good. Sip Anand. Ki coach. Sip Tina. Sip Sudeep. Sip Bliss. Sip uh, Sagai. Sip Ashok Chotwani. Sip Samatma. Sip Lakshmi. Sip We Are Live. Sanjeev. Sip Pankaj. Sip Karan. Sip Ranjana. Sip Vanita. Sip Chidanand. Sip Bala. Sip Anil. Sip Gaurish. Sip Atmatre. Sip Ace. Sip Will. Sip Krishna. Sip others I am not able to see. Today is Sunday and we have people who are getting onto the call. Today is Ask AiR open session. Ask any question. So we don't have a fixed subject. Now, some people ask me the question, why am I alive? What is the answer to the question? No, you can definitely answer the question, why am I alive? But rather, how can I live? You may ask the question, why am I unhappy? But rather, how to overcome unhappiness. So there are some questions which don't help us to move forward. But on a day like today, we have 30 to 40 minutes, minimum 30, maximum 40 minutes. That's the range. Let's start. We have Anjali. Anjali is asking the first question. Yes, Anjali?
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaskar.
Guruji, yesterday you said that you cannot have peace as long as you have the mind. So you have to still your thoughts completely. But how do you do it? How do you still all the thoughts?
Okay. A lot of people are confused about yesterday. I hope you took it clearly. I said you cannot have a peaceful mind. There's nothing like a peace. There's no secret to a peaceful mind, because the moment there's a mind, there will be no peace.
Yes.
So I hope we are clear. So yes, now your question, of course, is a valid question. How can we have peace, Anjali?
Yeah.
It's very simple. We cannot be free from thought, just like we cannot be free from breath till our death. Thought will come, but we can be free from the mind. That mind is different from thought. The mind is a bundle of thoughts. When there's a bundle of thoughts that's drilling you and killing you, then you are in a mind state. You can be free from the mind. And the moment you are free from the mind, peace you will find.
How to be free from the mind?
By either you learn to still the mind through meditation, you engage the mind, you lock yourself in consciousness through the intellect, you flip from negative to positive. There are 4 or 5 known methods.
Okay.
Suppose the mind, suppose I want to kill the mind. The first way to kill the mind is to flip from nep to pep. When you flip from nep to pep, negative energy poison to positive energy power, the first simple way to kill the mind is nep to pep. Then when you move from nep to pep, the mind is still not killed. The mind is still alive. It will fight. It will fight with every positive thought with a negative thought. Then you try to find the mind. And you try to find where is the mind, you cannot find. Then the mind becomes shy. The mind becomes, oh, I don't exist. There is no mind. Actually, have you seen the mind, Anjali? There is no mind.
Yeah.
When you try to find the mind, then you leave behind the mind. Then you flip into a state of consciousness. In a state of consciousness, there is no mind. Consciousness is a state of awareness. It's a state of witness. It's a state of intellectual dominance. You use the state of intellect to control the mind.
Okay.
No, this is not okay. You need to absorb this and you need to try it, and you need to, because it is like me telling you something like kachapucha kachapucha ku, kachapucha kachapucha ku. What is kachapucha kachapucha ku? You don't know. What I'm telling you, something you don't know. Now you have to try to implement it. Then you know kachapucha kachapucha ku. What is the meaning? It means that this fellow mind does not exist. There is no mind, Anjali.
Yeah.
Have you seen your nose?
Yes.
Have you pulled your ears?
Yeah.
But have you seen the mind? What color it is, what shape it is?
But it is the one, mind is the one who is constantly feeling fearful and anxious and worried.
Correct. That is actually thoughts. When there are many thoughts, it appears as the mind. For example, have you seen a rainbow?
Yeah.
Can you get the rainbow to your house? Like you can get a dog to your house. Can you bring a rainbow to your house?
No.
Because the rainbow appears and disappears. The rainbow is an illusion. The mind is also something subtle. It's subtle means it appears to exist. But if you are in consciousness, then there is no mind.
Okay. So you're saying we can still we have to do meditation to still the mind.
One of the ways to practice meditation really means to try to slow down the MTR, the mental thought rate. Slow down your pace. Slow down your pace. Just try to slow down. That is one of the ways to still the mind.
Okay.
Thank you. Please think and come back. Tina.
Yeah.
Good question. We all have this problem about the mind. And as long as there is a mind, enlightenment you cannot find. As long as there is a mind, enlightenment you cannot find. And the moment enlightenment you find, there will be no mind. Tina.
Sip Guruji.
Sip,
My
Tina,
question,
bolo.
my question to you today is a student asked me a question. The demise of her father, she's 15-year-old. Okay, I pray to God to take me too. Why am I still alive? So my
15-year-old,
question was,
a 15-year-old student asked you this question.
yes.
See,
She
a
said, I
15-year-old,
also wanted to die.
yeah, a 15-year-old student has not yet a fully developed awareness. So the 15-year-old feels life is useless without her girl, right? Her father, because her father is her backbone. Her father is everything in her life. When her father dies, she feels, what is life? But the question is, she doesn't understand that its life is not something, she doesn't decide her death and her birth and how she came to earth, right? She still doesn't know all this. She doesn't know the meaning of karma. She doesn't know so many things.
True.
So the best way is to tell her, like every child, have faith in God. God is greater than our biggest problems. Yeah. So when we try to make them have faith and tell them that life is a gift, and we cannot say that we don't want to live, and we should try to live and find out the purpose of our life. And we must try to give them confidence. A young child cannot understand enlightenment or cannot understand all these things because it's not in perspective. It's if what is your favorite food?
Me.
What do you eat?
Maybe rice, chapati, jo bhi hai.
So rice chapati. You know how to say, if suppose somebody tells you to make rice chapati, you take the rice, you boil the rice, you take the atta, you make the chapati, you understand. But suppose if somebody tells you to make a dish which they make in Antarctica, you will not know how to make that dish. It's unknown to you, right? For this girl, it is completely unknown. She will not know. Or if you get a new gadget, you have a new gadget, you don't know how to switch on the gadget. Suppose you're sitting in a spacecraft. I tell you, fly the spacecraft. Can you fly a spacecraft?
No.
No, you don't know what is the meaning. So like this, for the girl, it is completely unknown territory. So give her faith. Okay. Thank you. So today, Sunday, Ask AiR. Where are you all there? We have. Are you reaching that state of enlightenment? What is holding you back? What is the difficulty you are having? What are the bottlenecks? What are the confusions? Today is the day. It's a free day, Krishna. So before the day is over, because from tomorrow again you will not get a chance. Today is a day where you can ask any question. So don't miss the chance. Krishna.
Yes, sir. Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
Sir, my question is the same one which the delay in your karma. You had explained.
Yeah. So please put your question clearly. So I'll explain it.
So what is time factor in Advaita? Is there a time? Is there a delay in Advaita?
In Advaita.
Time is we have made time. No? It's in Maya only, right?
So when your mind confuses you, then you start kind of mixing up all the concepts of life. Advaita, non-duality, is the realization of the ultimate truth. Until you reach that ultimate truth, then you're still dealing with drama, karma, maya, lila, all that you're dealing with. When you reach that state of realization, then you go beyond it. For example, as a body, mind, and ego, you surrender. But when you become enlightened, then there is complete surrender. There is you can even do nothing. But not before enlightenment.
So what you call, we are trying hard and hard to get to that enlightenment point. So, but when
Correct.
you say like this, it is like we feel that we'll never reach that point, no?
So why should you feel like this? See, please
We feel
understand.
already discouraged.
No, what makes you discouraged? Tell me.
Because it's so confusing now. So when you say there's a delay, it is what we have made, no time factor and all that.
See, I think you're talking about how karma, the karma creates.
Because you always taught us, so it happens, and there is nobody sitting and making us delay your karma so that the world will run. That means Sip is the saddest who wants to delay and then make a karma and then put us in the wheel of that cycle. It is completely, I thought it's so.
You're interpreting it wrong. Try to see as the saddest is not Sip. We are ignorant. As long as we are ignorant, we are caught in karma and we will have the delay effect and we will be reborn. But the moment you realize you are not Krishna, you are Krishna, then you are free from it.
Yeah. Then what is the relevance? So why should such a question be in the path of enlightenment? What is the relevance of such questions? Is it a delay and why is the reward coming? Why should we even think of that? When you always taught us take it as a prasadam and all profundity may you have taught us and suddenly you put a question like this and it is so confusing.
So, please, for the sake of everybody to understand, please put your confusion clearly so others can understand. Where is the confusion? What is the confusion?
Why is karma getting delayed? There are many karma we immediately, instantaneously get the result also. Some gets into the other next janma. So why should we get into the cycle of the rewards of karma? And I don't know why you have put that question. So I expected something. I don't know. It was I'm sorry to use the word let down because I expected a something different answer from you. And then you said to run the world. And it was such a, it was a letdown answer. So sorry. Okay. I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah. So it's a letting down is by the mind. It's because
I agree that.
Okay. So when you're in mind state, the mind wants to let you down. The mind wants you to feel let down. Because suppose today it's raining outside. My mind tells me, what? Damn it, rain. Why is it raining? It's raining. It's raining. I have to accept the rain. I cannot let the mind say, damn it, what is rain? I want to go for Rocky Rani ki Prem Kahani movie. I cannot go pouring outside. No, this is the mind. So all I'm telling you, there are some facts. For example, death. You can't say death is a letdown. Oh, we have to die. No, we have to die. The body.
No, death ka itna beautiful understanding I had given us. What I am saying is sometimes I was thinking many times, should I put this question to you or not? But then it was disturbing me a lot. No, and then because you take us to a height and suddenly you put us down.
You can ask me any question because SIP gives the answer of everything and puts everything in perspective. You're questioning, just let me put it for the sake of everything. You're questioning, why is karma delaying the result of karma to the next janam? Because SIP has got this method of making this world continue running. This is what I said, and this is what is letting you down.
So I felt that SIP is somebody who is deciding, only karma decides. Where is this SIP coming in between? Because always you said you are responsible for your karma.
Of course. Even now I'm saying the same thing. You're interpreting it differently. There is no SIP who's doing. SIP is above the law of karma. SIP has created karma in such a manner that the law of governance of karma is such that okay, let me tell you when you should feel let down. Now I'll explain to you and you will understand it and you'll say, now okay, let me explain to you. If you get enlightened, there is no delay. If you get enlightened now, you don't have to come to next janma. The problem is if you don't get enlightened, then where is the letdown? See, if this is a law would be of karma would be unfair. If today Girish says, I'm already enlightened, and the law of karma tells Girish, enlightened, okay, wait. Next janma, I'll make you liberated. No, Girish says, no, why? I'm already enlightened.
Sir, the law of karma, now beautifully you have explained to us with so much of clarity. If your karma has an unaccounted balance, and definitely your entire karma will not be completed in this janma. So it is natural that we'll come to the rebirth if you are not enlightened. Very clear it is. We have absolutely no doubt. Mind and ego will be appearing in the next body, whatever. It's very, very clear. My doubt is only when you say, why does karma delay? Matlab, somebody is purposefully delaying so that the world will run.
No, this is your misunderstanding. Please listen carefully. This is your misunderstanding. Please, you have to listen carefully if you want to understand it.
Okay.
The law of karma is such that if I die right now, how could I wait and settle all my karma and then die? Not possible. Because even 2 minutes before my death, I would have done some good karma or bad karma. So you're interpreting it wrong. It's not that karma as being a draconian fellow to take it to the next janma. The law of karma is created in such a manner that there's no option. There are only two options as per the Kathopanishad. If Krishna becomes enlightened, then there is no karma. The karma does not belong to you. The karma never ever belonged to you. And no prarabdha karma, agami karma, sanchita karma, all the three accounts of karma disappear completely. It is still as beautiful, but don't interpret it wrongly. Our goal, Krishna, our goal is not to be bothered about karma, because even karma is a drama. Even karma is a maya. Even karma is a leela. It is just a tool for this entire leela to unfold. Where we are concerned, who was speaking to me other a few days back, I told them, you don't bother about Punarjanma. Don't talk about it. You just focus on the reality, on enlightenment, on liberation, on the truth. That's all. The reason we had that discussion was just to put some perspective about karma. It is not because we should get demoralized by karma, or karma is the most beautiful law. Created by SIP and then independently running. It is not that SIP is sitting. It's just like, you have in your computer in your house, you may be having a computer with Microsoft. You have Microsoft. You know Microsoft.
Yeah.
So in which room of your house does Bill Gates live? Does Bill Gates live in your house and making the Microsoft work in your house? No, Bill Gates doesn't live in your house. He started Microsoft, and that comes in your computer. So SIP created karma, and SIP is not interfering. Our job is this, to realize that karma is such a thing. Either we are liberated from karma and we are united, we get moksha. Either you are liberated from karma and you get moksha, or you slip from moksha and come back in karma. That's all. Don't
understanding. Okay.
No, don't let anything else trouble you. And if you have something troubling you, this is the call which you must clarify. Because let me tell you, Krishna, one thing. I am like you. The only difference is I have clarified all questions. I don't have any unanswered questions. I am in that Satchitanand. If there's something robbing your Satchitanand, you must clarify. You must not keep it inside like a worm.
Not bothering me until that question came in.
So don't let that. The idea of the mind is to bring a kida in the head, and that kida is supposed to eat your piece. No, you should not. You should ask. And now you understand what I'm saying. So that's the way to clarify that. I used to ask my guru how many questions. I would go to my guru. My guru said, ask to Lord. I don't know, Dadaji. No, you're an idiot. You're talking about. No, I want to know. I'm idiot. Okay, I'm idiot. Just tell me. Then he said, no, there's nothing like that. So it is a way of interpreting it. We should do it. Okay, good. So if you have any other question, Vanita, Lakshmi. Vanita.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham, Vanita.
Oh, okay, law of karma. Yes, our destiny is shaped because of our karma, right? But do we have, no, our destiny is shaped because of our karma.
Yes.
Do we have the capacity to change by self-effort, or we have to suffer the consequences?
You can, of course, you can change by self-effort. Who told you cannot change? See, let me give you an example. Now, you are living in a house, and in the house, as you're going into your garden, there are a lot of roses which have got a lot of thorns. Now, those thorns are coming because of the roses, because of what rose seeds you planted 5 years back. Now, do you have to suffer the thorn every time you walk in the garden? You can ask the gardener to remove all the rose and the thorn plants, and you can plant beautiful sunflowers or tulips where there are no thorns. So you can change through self-effort. However, as long as you have self-effort, you will return to earth. And the moment you return to earth, you will again face body, mind, ego, and eventually you will suffer. Therefore, in spirituality, we say the swadharma or the self-effort must be towards mukti, towards moksha. Because just by escaping the pain by swadharma or self-effort, we will still suffer. We will still die and we will come again. So we don't want that. Did I answer your question?
Yes, because I have seen one of my neighbor is suffering. I don't think, maybe it is a past karma or something like that with a handicapped child. Since she got married, after 2 years, the child was born, and then she's suffering. So how can she overcome that? There is no other way.
So she has to make
There
are two ways. There are two ways. You know the two ways. One is to do, if you are suffering bad karma, to do good karma and to negate it. You know that one way. And the second way is enlightenment, where you are free from all the karma.
Yeah,
see, I'll tell you, when you were in school, have you not read some stories where there is a woman who's like a witch? And that woman, she tortures the children, and she tortures and tortures. And then when they get married, she tortures them. And then the grandchildren, she tortures and she tortures and she tortures. Have we known such characters, or we don't know such characters? Now, if a person is living for so many years, torturing and torturing and torturing others, then obviously they will suffer, na? Suppose you're a butcher. Every day you're cutting animals. You're butchering and butchering and butchering, insensitive, without any compassion. Then obviously you will have to pay the price, na? So don't question why somebody is suffering. Accept that all suffering is a reaction to past action.
Yes.
Have no doubt about that. I'm asking you, if you look up at the sky and you see aeroplane.
Yeah.
You look up at the sky and you see aeroplane. Have you seen in the sky aeroplane? You've seen. So do you wonder? You wonder, hey, where does plane come from? Yeah, from by magic. By magic, it came from somewhere. The plane, is it like that? If the plane is flying in the sky, what do you understand? It should have taken off from some airport, and it will land in some airport. Correct? Or you think God dropped a plane from heaven and it's flying in the sky? Do you think like that? So always understand there's a cause and the effect. What you're seeing, the aeroplane in the sky, is the effect. The cause is it took off from the aeroplane. It took off from New Delhi or New York. It took off. That was the cause. Now the plane flying is the effect. It is appearing in the sky. So what we are seeing, people suffering, is just an effect. We don't know the cause. Can I know your cause and can you know my cause? Is it possible?
No.
Only you know your cause, only I know my cause. Okay. Okay, good. Lakshmi, Lakshmi, and then Bala and Rajendra. Lakshmi, are you there?
Shivoham,
Shivoham, bolo.
sir. Sir, can you hear, sir?
Yes, ask me, Lakshmi.
Sir, now we are alive. Is it because of our karma?
What do you think?
Yes.
Obviously, the only reason we come to earth in a birth is karma. If there's no karma, we won't be born.
Okay,
All birth is because of karma. Are we clear?
yes, sir.
But the problem is there are different type of birth and we don't know. I was reading about how Socrates and Plato, how they explain the birth of vegetables, trees and plants is different. The birth of animals and kidas and birds is different. The birth of human beings is different. Nobody knows. So therefore, we should not get too much confused in these matters. We have, of course, our birth is because of karma. There is no other reason. Bala and Rajendra.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam, Bala.
Guruji, many a times I'm observing myself, there are so many people in the house, my son has arrived, everything is going on well, but I don't feel like speaking, I don't feel like talking. What we say, yesterday I spoke too much and today I want relaxed. I want what we say, silence, peace, no reaction. I'm doing my work, but I'm enjoying my peace. What is this? मतलब ये क्या हो रहा है गुरुजी ऐसे?
कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है. See,
मतलब
I don't
feel like speaking with anybody, Guruji.
Don't talk. If you feel like talking, you talk. You don't feel like talking, don't talk. See, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where do feelings come from? Where do feelings and your mood or your feeling, where it comes from?
From heart.
No, from mind, from thought.
Okay.
So if your thought, suppose you change your thought now. Suppose you're talking to me, you change your thought. Hey, I want to go and I want to dance with my son because maybe today may be my last day. Who knows? I want to go and dance with my son. You change your thought. You can change your feeling. You can change your mood.
Yeah.
But suppose you have you get a thought, oh, these people are rotten people. These people are making me unhappy. Or these people want to spoil my mood. Then you have that thought, then you will have that feeling.
Yeah.
Remember, you are in command of your feelings. That's why you have to take charge of your thoughts. The feeling you're talking about is the result of your thought. And thought is a result of what emotion you feed into your head, into your mind, your body. We can choose our emotions. You can choose love or hate, faith or doubt, anger or peace, revenge or forgiveness. You can choose the emotions. And that emotion will decide the thought. The thought will decide the feeling. So be clear what is happening. Okay? Rajendra.
Is sudden death because of effect of karma, agami or pralabdha only, or can it be a probability also?
There's nothing like sudden death.
Okay.
There is nothing like sudden death because all death is sudden.
Yeah, I mean by sudden death, I mean to say suppose somebody dies at the age of 60, 30, 25, 50 by accident. Is it because of karma's effects only, or it can be a probability also, matter of chance?
Okay, I'm asking you one question. Can anybody in this world control death? Can they, in the sense, agar aapko marna hai, somebody can make you live longer, can they stop you from dying? Anybody?
Nobody can stop me, but a thought is emerging in mind because kya ye sab karmo se hi hota hai death? That is, suppose if a man lives 70 years, we can easily say it is because of karma and he is living 70 years. Karma allows him to live there. Suppose if a man dies 25, we will again say it is because of karma that he died. It was the effect of karma. Some cause was there and he died because of the effect. That's okay, sir. But क्या ये भी कह सकते हैं कि it's a probability that he lived 70, he didn't live 70, he lives 50, he lived 40, he lived 30. Probability भी आती है इसमें कि नहीं आती है? I want simple, sir. इसमें concept
Some child is born.
Yes, sir.
The child dies in 2 days. What happened?
Yes.
Can you explain?
We can say it's a karmic effects. Maybe
No, we don't know. We don't know. No, the child. Sometimes the doctor said 2 days child cardiac arrest. How can 2 day child get cardiac arrest?
So that means then there can be matter of chance also in living.
What chance? No, what chance? What chance are you talking about?
कोई नहीं जिया, कोई जिया, कोई नहीं.
There is nothing in this world. कभी-कभी आपका सूरज आता है. कभी-कभी ऐसा एक दिन चांस है जो सूरज पूरा निकलता है नहीं, पूरा अंधकार है. ऐसा हो सकता है? This, Rajendra, be clear that in this world, there is nothing called chance. There is nothing. The word chance is equal to karma. There is nothing called chance. There is no possibility of chance. This world is not a casino. Even casino में chance नहीं. because casino भी पूरा chori hai. It is not. So what happens? It's all manipulated. So somehow we have not. If you can't say I have apples in my garden because of chance. No, there's no chance. In fact, it is so clear, absolutely clear, that everything that is unfolding in front of us is only karma. Only karma.
Understood or not understood. That is the problem basically. It is only karma. We may understand it, we may not understand it.
Yeah, because sometimes we can't understand. No, we are looking at somebody. See, just now, who told two or three people, Krishna and Vanita, they're saying, okay, some 650, who else said 15-year-old child, father dies. Then sometimes you ask, oh, God is cruel. Why God did like this? Or you say, maybe unka bad luck hai. Kya bad luck ka matlab kya hai? Ye chance ka matlab kya hai? What is the meaning of bad luck? What is the meaning of chance? There is no meaning. So we have to go beyond that. Okay, we have 5 more minutes. Anybody? Will? Yes, Will.
She's on. Thank you very much for taking the call. Could you talk about the various types of karma? Karma can be very strong or very weak. And in the Catholic tradition, they divide this, as I said, into mortal and venial sins. Mortal sin, they say, cuts you from God, and venial sin does not. So they divide it into 2 different grades. And the second question is whether or not the guru or the teacher can in any way assist one with one's karma.
With the karma?
Yes.
So first of all, I must tell you, this whole concept of saying mortal sin and venial sin, right? So I'm asking you to use your intelligence and tell me who decides this?
I don't think it's. I think it's just observed. I think that people just use the intuition.
So, Will, these are all presumptions. These are what we presume. Actually, nobody in this world can actually say. If I ask you the question, killing a goat or killing a dog, which is a bigger sin? No. How can we decide who? Because we are not in that seat of judgment to decide.
Yes.
The seat of judgment is beyond our definition and comprehension. The one we call SIP. What we can see, Will, is we can observe what is happening, like you said, through an observation, and we can make out, we can presume.
Yes.
But Will, the whole idea of sin and other things gets wiped out when you realize that you are not the body that does a sin. You are not the mind which you cannot find. You are not the ego. When you realize you are the divine soul that gives power to the body, then there is the question of where is the sinner? I often give this. I don't know whether you have paid attention to this answer. Suppose you are given a sentence of 10 years you're in London, right? So in the UK court, they give you a sentence of 10 years. All right.
Yes.
Now they give you another sentence of for life, for murder. For murder, they give you another sentence for 20 years.
Yes.
And now they give you a sentence for 30 years for distributing drugs to school children.
Yes.
Now you have got how many sentences, Will? You've got 1 + 2 + 3 sentences because of 3 sins.
Yes.
Now suddenly they realize that you are not the sinner. You are not the one who committed these 3 sins.
Yes.
Then what happens to all this? Then you still are going to be in jail for next 60 years?
No.
Are you going to still be in the jail if they realize you are not the sinner?
No, no, I think this is it. I mean, when you've realized SIP, then there's no more karma. The karma, you're free. But
no, from all sin you are free. From the mortal sin, the venial. So the whole idea, Will, I'm trying to tell you,
yes,
should our attention be to try to decipher between these 2 types of sins, or should our effort be to be free from sin? What should our effort be?
Oh, exactly. To be free of sin. It's just that if you fall into these sins, then you're in big trouble.
No, again, I'm telling you, you have not fallen. You are not the one who's fallen. You're not the sinner. You need this consciousness, this realization. I am not the criminal. Why should I worry about the sin when I am not the criminal?
Yes.
The body, mind, ego might have been the criminal, but I am not the body, mind, ego.
Yes.
And this comes to the second question. Can the guru help you with the karma? The guru can help you realize that you are the divine soul, the spirit, the Atma. You are that spark. The guru can make you understand in such a simple way, Will, that this body was created over 9 months in the mother's womb. Yes. This is not the guru talking some bullshit. The guru is making you understand something scientific.
Yes.
And when the guru is making you understand something scientific, it's for you to realize, yes, what the guru is saying is true. I came alive 9 months before. Then the body, as per scientific pictures, we see scientific pictures in the biological book when you were in school. I'm sure, like me, I saw, you also saw how the embryo is formed and then the organs are formed. Have you remember those pictures we learned in school?
Yes.
No, that is not a story. That is a scan of the stomach. That is the scan of the womb.
Yes.
So the guru can make you realize there's something called death. And the guru makes you realize that in the moment of death, people will say you passed away. And who's that one who passed away? That is the power. And you are that power. The moment you realize you are that power, Will, all your karma dissolve. All your sins dissolve.
Exactly, yeah.
So
in the Catholic tradition, they have a process of what they call confession, where if you do a sin, you go to the priest. Is that something that you would recommend?
What do you think? You can go to the priest and the priest will tell you, okay, my son, I will give the Lord will suffer for you. Just give me 10% of your salary and you tithe, and then the Lord will suffer for your sins. And you believe that? You want to believe in that?
Well, in many traditions, they not just Catholicism.
Oh, many,
not just, but say in I think in Hindu religion and probably
in all of them,
most. When you make a mistake, you're supposed to go to the priest or the bhikkhu, and you're supposed to confess offenses. Is that something that you would recommend?
Because if we go to the church or the temple or the place of worship, and if we give money, and if there is no way they can wipe away sins, then why should we go there? Why should we go there? There's no need to go, right? It is a kind of a way to keep the institutions moving. That's why, for your information, the religious institutions of this world are the richest corporations of the world. Do you know that, Will?
Yes. Well,
the kind of properties owned by Catholics and Hindus, I'm not giving all the names of all the religions, they are richer than any corporation in the world today.
Yes.
Why should they be? Should they be richest? Should they be the richest organization? Or if they are God's institutions, they should spend the money for the poor. What do you think?
They have to keep the institution going somehow or other.
Some of them are quite good.
Some of them are quite good.
Okay. Honestly, I don't subject myself to this, because when you want to realize the truth, then you want enlightenment, and you want to believe that God is not Catholic, and God is not Hindu, and God is not made of bone and skin. God is a power that is within. So it's for us to choose. If you want to choose that path and be caught, if you believe that your priest can take your confession and forgive you for all your sins, then it's very easy. We should all just go to the priest and we should confess.
Yes. Thank you very much.
That will not get you anywhere.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Girish, Raji, Sophia. Girish?
Even though SIP has given us the law of karma, wherein the results appear to be coming up on a future date or in a future jalma, we must be thankful to the SIP. He has given us an option to end its results. If the results were perpetual, then liberation would not have been possible.
Absolutely. Therefore, karma is a very beautiful. I was telling Krishna, karma is a very beautiful law. Karma is such a beautiful law that you can be liberated today. You don't have to wait. You can be now in this Zoom call. In this Zoom call, you can tell me I'm dropping all my karma, I'm going. I'm not the body, mind, ego. I have no karma. I'm liberated. You can, how did I get out of a plane 31st of August 2014, Air France 192? When I walked out of the plane, I dropped all my karma in the plane. I walked out as Atma in Ravi. Air, I walked out. Problem, Girish, the problem is, like Will was speaking just now. Suppose we believe that we go to the temple and the priest will tell, okay, Girish, you have got shani on you and you have got bad omen on you, and you perform this puja and you give me one gold cow, and you have done cow hatya, murder of cow in the previous janma, and I will do cow puja, and you believe, yes, Swamiji, and you give the gold cow. Then what happens, Girish? You will be free from your karma.
At the most, it can become one good karma that will again bind you.
Yeah, but it will not be a good karma. It is complete avidya. It will not be a good karma to give the pandit to giving them. See, so therefore, the problem is we are not questioning. Even the Catholic religion, they say, will, should, not will, that if you question the religion, they call it blasphemous. Blasphemous. If any religion, if you question the religion, it's called the sin of the highest order. Why? I love my God. I want my God. So I am yearning and seeking for God. Why should this be blasphemous? So it is up to us. See, each one of us has been given an intelligence. And in this call, we don't demand anything. We don't preach anything. We only discuss what the truth is. It is for each one of us to realize, open our eyes and realize the truth. Then we have to choose what we want. Raji, Sophia.
Shivaham Guruji. While also this karma, suppose we think that we are not the doer, but still we are not liberated, then also this karma will be there. Because we are doing the karma as a divine instrument, thinking that whatever happens, it is happening, but still that karma.
So if you are thinking that you are doing karma as a divine instrument,
correct.
So somebody told me, I am doing karma as divine instrument. So I told, very good, then you will get moksha. The next day I saw them, I was going in the market, I saw them buying gold. So I asked them, what you're buying gold? They said, my daughter getting married. So I'm buying gold for. I said, but you told you are doing everything as the divine instrument. And this also is my dharma, no? My daughter, no? My daughter getting married, I am buying gold for my daughter. No, this is divine instrument only, no? Then Raji, how this becomes divine instrument, Raji?
Okay, that is okay, but still, what
I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you. No. Telling you are a divine instrument is different, and doing as divine instrument is different. When you become a divine instrument, then you are free from samsara. As a divine instrument, okay, your daughter wants to get married, you tell her, take the gold from the cupboard and go and make your jewelry and come. You do not, I'm just saying, giving an example, you do not have to get into samsar, because the moment you get into samsar, then the chakkar, that samsar is a cycle. The moment you get caught in the cycle, and of course, as a person living in this world, we are all in the cycle. The challenge is how we should be free from cycle as much as possible. Somebody will tell you, okay, you want to be free from cycle, stop eating food. Eat only one meal in a day. Eat one meal in 3 days. That you have to use your intelligence and you have to discriminate. If I want to be a divine instrument, what must I do? But the moment you live as a divine instrument, Raji, you are free from karma.
Only.
Provided you are not living as the body, mind, and ego. Which means if you become a slave of your senses. Okay, let me explain to you. You're eating an apple. Does it mean that by eating an apple, you are not a divine instrument?
No. Eating apple, it is not that I'm longing for it. Okay, I'm getting, so I'm eating it.
So I come to your house tomorrow and you tell me, you know, just because of you, I have ordered special apple from Shimla. And that Shimla Blue Dart courier is coming. I brought special Shimla apple for you to eat. Now, this is the divine instrument.
Understood.
I'm just giving a simple example of apple and how you are lost in going to Shimla to buy apple from Shimla to impress me, to make me eat apple. Now, so there you have to have your intellect to decide what is your divine instrument, what is samsara. The moment you're in samsara, you're not divine instrument. The moment you're divine instrument, you're not in samsara. Of course, there is no way to be a divine instrument other than being in this samsara. But being in this samsara, you should not have attachment, nor should not have clinging. You should not have passion. You should not have desires. You should just accept everything as a prasadam. Live your life in the best possible way. Then you're a divine instrument. Hope clear, Raji?
Yes,
last
yes.
question, Sophia. Yes, Sophia,
Thank
last
you.
question.
Yeah, I bow down to say thank you very much. So I got the answer in the last question, but again I'm saying that I say every day that I'm God, I'm a being of divine light and power. I am a soul. I'm not body, mind, and ego. Every day I say, and I always have. I stay in happiness. Each moment I try to, even if some negative comes, I say, cancel, cancel, go away. But still we have to live in sansar, do things, eat, do things. So is it enlightenment or still we have to do till the end?
Okay, beautiful question to end the session with. My dear friends, please understand one thing. We are all alive, correct? Everybody in this call alive? Hello, should I pinch you or you are alive? You are alive, I am alive. We are all alive. If we want to be on the path of enlightenment, we have to be conscious of two things. One, who am I? And two, why am I here? I am not making it complicated. I'm making it very simple. We have to be conscious only of two things. One, I am not this body, mind, ego, name. I am the soul. And two, till I am breathing, I will continue to breathe. But the ultimate goal is when I lose breath in that moment of death, I should not return in a rebirth.
Yes.
I should become one with the divine.
With God. Yeah.
That's all.
Very good. Thank you so much.
If we only remember these two things, my dear friends, we do not have to do anything else. Nothing else matters. Who am I and why?
And why am I?
With that
Thank you
thought,
so much.
I bow down to you. I will see you tomorrow at 8.